Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Board of Adjustment, City of Castle Hills. We're meeting on September 23rd. Board, by the way, thank you very much for your being fluid in changing the dates for the holiday. At 5:30 at City Hall. The meeting is called to order. There is a quorum present. The consent agenda for the approval of June 28th and June 25th. Is there a motion? Thank you. Ian's made the motion, so seconded by Rick. All in favor? Thank you. It's unanimous. Tonight, we're gonna, without objection from the board, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. And we've done it before in the past, and that's where we're gonna open and close the public hearing without any comment. And then we're going to open the agenda item, and that way everybody can be heard while we're all sort of on the same page, if that's okay, if anybody does have any objection to that. Having heard no objection, we'll go to agenda item 3, a public hearing on a request from William H. and Denise Steele for a variance for a side yard and property setback at 210 Atwater. And it's contrary to section 5036 setbacks in residential areas. Mr. Steele, would you come up, please? Oh, excuse me, I'm breaking my own rule here. It is now 5:32. The public hearing is now open. Being no one to be heard, it is 5:33. Public hearing is closed. Is there a motion on the item? This man's made the motion. Boy, you can tell I haven't eaten yet. Is there a second? Thank you, Zach, seconded. Okay, Mr. Steele, would you come up, please? In reading your application, I looked at it and I was very confused. And I thought possibly that you were confused when you filled it out. So if we're going to, is there anyone in the audience that is here to speak on the Steele's application? Anyone? Good. Okay, we're going to just do this right here if it's okay. It is my understanding on the application that all the things that you answered in the negative, you really meant to answer in the affirmative. Is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
I didn't want to ignore the question.
Right, I understand. So the board will probably have questions. Would you explain to us what you want to do, please?
Yes, on the property we recently purchased. As I'm cooking, the property that we recently purchased has an existing concrete slab on the southwest corner, which infringes in 2 directions on the current setback regulations. The most important one, I think, is the rear, where we're within a foot of the 5-foot setback. We're actually at 4 feet. The western side on the adjacent is a 10-foot rule. We would be at 7 feet. The intent is to utilize existing impervious areas instead of adding to it with an additional shed. Not necessarily the place I wanted it, but the place that I think it needs to go, so that we don't increase any of the impervious area on our property. That's the real key and the reason we want to put it where we have it indicated on the application.
Mr. Lopez?
So you're putting a new building up?
Yeah, we're getting a tough shed, and we're going to set it and anchor it onto an existing 4-inch concrete slab in the back.
And just because I'm confused, how far is it from the property line?
The slab sits on the rear elevation, 4 feet from the property line. And the slab is actually within 5 feet, but we'll be sitting 7 feet with our building, 7 feet from the side property line.
Okay, that's all I had.
Thank you, Justin.
The plat provided, it appears that this slab extends to the east as well.
Yes. Yep.
Can you not put the shed within the 10 feet and use the eastern part of the slab? Why
We-
is it needed to be over?
Well, we could move the shed and avoid the 10-foot side setback. But I wanted to utilize some of the slab for parking my lawn tractor on. So I'd shifted it a little bit. I have to have permission from you all to do the shed on the rear elevation because I can't avoid that 5-foot setback. You know, I need the 12 inches on the back. I could avoid the 10-foot setback by shifting the shed over to one side. Okay.
We're hearing two side in the back.
Yeah, he's asking for side. Okay, it looks like that you're asking for a side setback and a rear setback.
Yes,
Is
I
that
am.
correct?
Yes.
And Justin's question is why, and I hear your answer is because you want to put your lawnmower on the slab or something. Is there any real reason? And my question to me that is why can't you park your lawnmower on the other side of the slab?
Yeah,
And then that way
Yeah.
we'd only be looking at a rear
yeah,
setback.
to be short, the rear is the one I need. The side is the one I prefer.
Louis, are we looking at both? Are we on, what are we looking at here? What
The
are we-
applicant asked for both.
Okay, thank you. All right, does that answer your question?
Yes.
It does.
It's going to be 9 feet on the high side. It's a single pitch shed roof. It's, I think, 6 feet in both sides back there. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, our rear neighbor has a parking area there alongside the garage, and our neighbor to the west side has a shed, which is, I think, about 3 feet from the line, but it's an older shed.
Did we hear back, Louis, did we hear back from any neighbors on this issue?
No, sir.
I am personally inclined to, depending on the board, if I'm personally inclined to amend this for the variance only to include the back setback and not the side setback. However, if that is an amendment that y'all don't want to make, that's fine too. That's, pardon me, and that, I'll ask that question. Would you be willing to, if we were to amend this to only provide for the rear setback, would you be willing to move it over onto another part of the concrete pad to not ask for the side variance?
Yes, I can do that.
Does anyone wish to make that motion, or do you want to leave it as it is? That's entirely up to y'all. You don't care? Okay, Zach? Okay, you okay? All right, we'll leave it alone. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Wait a minute. Well, they just said that they didn't particularly need the adjustment.
Okay.
However, if you feel, this is one of those things that if you feel you need the adjustment, you need to make that motion. I do not think it would be a wasted motion.
If I make the motion, it's gonna be 20 and.
No, you're going to make the motion that, that the variance is only for the rear setback, not the side setback. We're going to give them the rear. I mean, if granted, it would give them the rear, what was required for the rear, 5? 5. Or do you want to do the whole thing? It just doesn't matter. It's really up to you.
Mr. Chairman, they needed relief for just 1 foot.
I'm sorry?
They needed relief from the back by just 1
Yeah,
foot, just
1
for
foot
clarity.
relief on the back. Yeah, he just said it would. Do you want to make that motion?
Yeah, but we're warning her now.
Ye-
Yes, or no?
No, we'll do it right now. It's been, you want to make it or second it? Okay, Justin's going to make it. Rick is seconding it. So the only thing we are voting on is the rear setback. The side setback is going away. It's been made in motion. All in favor, say aye. It's unanimous. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, we'll use, if it's okay with the board, we'll use the same format. We'll bring it up, we'll present it. We'll let the applicant do his presentation to the board. The board will, we will hear comments then after your presentation, and then we will call you back up for follow-up questions, if that's okay. Anybody have any objection to that? Good. Item number 5, public hearing on a request for Chris and Emil Garcia for a variance of side yard back property line setback requirements on a property at 122 West Castle Lane. And this is, I will remind everyone, this is in the rural residential area, which requires 25 feet setbacks. It is now 5:43. Public hearing is now open. It is, since no one's to be heard on this item in public hearing session, it is now 5:43 and a half. Public hearing is now closed. Is there a motion to discuss this? Thank you. Zach's made the motion. Ian seconded the motion. Mr. Garcia, would you come up, please, sir? You tell us your name and your address.
Chris Garcia.
Thank you. And your address is,
Chris.
your address?
122 West Castle Lane.
Perfect. Thank you. Tell us what you want to do, sir.
I want to put a metal building in the back corner of my property to park additional vehicles and some storage. That's what I'm wanting to do.
Okay. Is this a garage or a storage building?
I'd say it's a garage, shop. I'm a welder by trade, so I piddle around with little things, so just something, an additional building for me to have.
Okay. And just to be clear, Louis, what are we asking in variance for the back?
You're asking for a variance from the side from 25 feet to 10 feet.
Okay. And on the side?
That's the side, sir.
Okay. What about the back?
Back is fine at 5 feet.
Okay. I didn't realize that. So it's 25 feet on the side in rural residential. And they're asking for a 10-foot setback, so a 15-foot variance. Okay.
The back is 5 feet. And he does have that setback. He's not asking for a back setback, just the side. Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
If I may, sir, the reason.
Yes, sure.
The reason for the request is that there's 5 huge, beautiful oak trees. If I were to put it within the 25-foot setback, I would have to take out that big group of trees that provides they're old oak trees. And I really don't want to take those out, sir. So there's a big empty spot in that area that I'm requesting to put the metal building, so to not have to take out those that big group of trees right there, sir.
If I'm, and correct me if I'm wrong, there are actually in that grouping, and I remember that lot quite well before your house was built. There's actually heritages in the back there, isn't there?
Yes, sir. It's
Okay.
beautiful backyard.
That's, okay. Thank you. Let's, if you'll have a seat, and then we're gonna hear from the people who signed up to be heard from, and then we will have you back up again. Okay, Dalton, you want to come visit?
Hey, I'm Dalton Paris. I live at 120 West Castle Lane. I'm actually the neighbor that the variance is proposed for. I'm in favor of it. We're fortunate enough to have a whole lot of tall live oak trees that tend to block most things outside of my yard anyway. On that side, I have an existing kind of greenhouse that was there, which totally blocks the view from my, windows looking out. I don't have any issues with it at all. Like I said, even then I got a big mountain laurel and a couple oaks that block the view out. So I have no issues with the setback. It won't affect me at all. So
This is actually on your side.
right.
Right.
It is on my side.
Thank you.
It's on my side. So.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Mr. Worth, I'm sorry. Yeah, Terry, I'm sorry. I couldn't read your writing. It's probably my eyes.
Call me what you want to call me. Just call me.
Yeah.
Terry Worth, 124 West Castle Lane. I'm the neighbor on the other side. And we have no problem with what he wants to do.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Okay, is there anybody else that wishes to speak on this item? Okay, the motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? Did y'all have any more questions up here? I'm moving along. Ian, did you have anything?
I'll ask how tall the building was going to be. Did I?
Definitely, come right back up. I apologize, I got ahead of myself there.
I'm gonna go 10 feet. So on the edge will probably be 10 feet or maybe 8 feet to a pitch, 2-foot pitch to 10 feet.
Okay.
Zach?
Just for my knowledge, where is the heritage trees? Are they to the to the west of the proposed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And then the septic tank that you mentioned, is that to the?
It's right
north?
behind the house. The aerobic septic system is right behind the house. It won't be in the way from where the building's gonna be, which also, now that you mentioned that, if I were to put it with a 25, I would be, interfering with that aerobic septic system right there as well. So it kind of all works out, sir.
Okay. And then this asphalt drive, you're just gonna drive that way? Is that how you're getting to the
Ye-
shed?
Yes, sir.
Well, you're stealing my question, but go ahead.
No, you can go ahead.
Yeah. Do you have any plan to put a driveway or any kind of cover going to it?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna build a concrete driveway to get to the shop. Yes, sir.
Do we have an, are we, oh, okay. Will you be back to see us again? Because
Yes, sir.
you're going to be in violation of impervious cover. Is that possible?
No, sir. At this point, well, first of all, the scope of this hearing has to do with the setback.
No, I know that, but I'm asking just a functional question and I need an answer. Is if he were to put in a driveway, would it exceed impervious cover, having nothing to do with our decision on this?
Okay, it depends on the dimensions of the driveway, but the pat answer is no, not at this time.
Okay. Be aware that if you put something that is impervious, you're going to be back to see us.
Understood.
Okay, thank you. Does that answer your question? You go ahead and ask. Yeah, it is what it is. Meaning,
But you're aware of this then, correct?
yeah,
Yes, sir.
Okay,
perfect.
So
Okay.
if you come back, we say yes, you're aware of that.
Yes,
And
sir.
the fact that you could come back and we could say no. Okay, good. Mr. Lopez, any questions? The motion's been made and seconded. All in favor, say aye. It's unanimous. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Being no further yes, we do have a piece of business. Let's talk about November and December. Louis, what have you got on the rolls for November and December?
I potentially have one for November. I'll know by Friday, if that helps.
Is it an urgent thing?
Well, according to the applicant, it is, yes,
I
sir.
know it is, but how urgent is it? What kind of thing are we talking about? Are we talking about setback, a new building? What are we talking about?
Talking about a 4-foot wall in the front yard.
Yeah. We're not going to be able to have a quorum. I might as well tell you that now.
Understood.
Okay. So knowing that we're not going to have a quorum in November and the December is 2 days before Christmas, if without objection of the board, if you have any objection, we're going to not have November and December. Yes, yes, sir. Well, I guess we'll have to. As long as you keep it under 30 seconds, we're good to go.
Wayne Carter, 125 South Winston Lane. Your question to the applicant was if he puts any type of impervious cover down, cannot he put paver
No,
stones?
wait a minute, Wayne, we're not going to discuss that. We'll discuss it after the meeting and I'll
Okay.
talk to you about it, but we can't do that.
Thank you
here.
for letting me come up.
Thank you,
Chairman.
sir. If there's not an objection for November and December, we'll officially call it off. Is that any objection? Any objection? All right, we will not have a November and December meeting.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Being no further business in front of the board, this meeting is now adjourned. Thank you all very much.